So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of poetry, and this is a collection of perspectives that I have come across and embodied and put into a form of poem for you all. Now, I used to run an art space just about a block or two from here, and one day I was invited for beer with some of the people that live down the street. And if you've ever walked a little north from here, the area gets rougher and tougher. And so I was enjoying beer with these friends of mine on the block, and after 2 or 3 beer in, the woman that I was hanging out with revealed that she was about 4 months pregnant. Yeah. And it was hard because we were really enjoying our conversation, and she was very funny and very delightful, and it was very clear that she had absolutely no idea the impact and the repercussion of the choices that she was making. And so that struck a chord, and I thought I'd share with you a few pieces from there. I'm not talking about rebellion. I'm talking about compassion. I'm not saying no more selling, I'm just saying selling rations that are rational. Because you wouldn't know rage unless it hits you in the face. You wouldn't know poverty until you try to take a dump in a toilet that ain't flushed in 3 months. You want to talk about a house that's too small? Close quarters in the bedroom brawl? I worked damn hard to get to this place, up out of disgrace. I'm trying to keep faith and I'm trying to keep loyal. Because I ain't gonna spoil my kids. They're gonna learn everything I ever did. I got you a couch and cable. Life is stable. Stop asking for more, kid. I got you a Happy Meal and a toy, kid. No, I can't drive you to dance class. My own brother ripped me off my own stash. Keep quiet, little lady. Watch your show, little baby. Would you shut your mouth? You're making me crazy. I gotta go for a drive, you know, I gotta sort out some business. And it's for you that I'm doing this. Kid Kat crash, whiplash in the stash. Gone. I feel my blood flow. Crimson snow reflects the light, its dance floor bright. And I can see you in the starlight. Silhouettes of pirouettes, you're making music out of moonlight. I'm sorry I ain't done things right. I gotta let you go. I guess you gotta grow. Have you ever looked in the eye of a grown woman while she's crying, screaming? Bring back my baby, but you look at that lady and you think she's not fit to be handling that kid. Yes, she's sucked from her tip, but that's gotta be it, because this woman's addicted. This woman's afflicted. There was a ride, but baby, she missed it. You see, it's built within our brains to attachments through our veins, and that's complicated, because we continue to produce who we've reduced to poverty, and in poverty comes desperation. Read Maslow's work of every person in this nation. We can't tend to our minds if we can't tend to our body. Berta Shaw wrote a story about the Salvation Army. Major Barbara said, I can't talk religion to a man with bodily hunger in his eyes. So how are we going to talk parenting skills when the mother's life has been deprived of a house for her to live in, let alone the many ways she's supposed to clean it? Have you ever looked in the eye a grown man while he cries? Ashamed? You might never look at him the same. He found some pleasure in his pain. This blue-eyed blonde that gives him some sense of self and somehow stability, this high school little hottie, this fragile little body. He hates the word naughty, he's noosed, he's confused, this is wrong, so why has he been watching so long? But where would he go? You see, his wife doesn't know. So he holds his breath to watch the football game. He's wired to survive, but he is wired for shame. People want love and people need training and education. A safe space to be ashamed in, contemplation without condemnation, and a space to take a breath in. We study the complex relations of individuals and nations, the causes and effects of good and bad vibrations. We study and we discover that we are in this together. The neural pathways in our brains, economics and climate change, we study and we remember. It's neurobiology. We reflect back what we see. You see, I define you and you define me, so let's get into harmony. Education, discernment, and empathy could be the world's loudest symphony. So let's make music as we disagree. This 1%, this poverty. I'm not talking about perfection, I'm talking about compassion. I'm talking some really good conversation about the nature of all action. What was that? Thank you, guys. And I will end this on a slightly more fun note. Thank you for your energy. Well, I'm back to the blunder of the lightning and the thunder. I am getting rained on and I am dancing under these celestial skies of God's holiest cries, and through these watercolor eyes I analyze. Am I gay or am I straight? If I don't even like to have sex these days. So what does that make me, a friendship whore? Because I can show you my soul if you show me yours. I'm 30-some years bold. When the fuck did I get so old? And when did winter start getting cold? It's true. The more I learn, the less I know. The more I've got, the less I grow. And I have been caught up in this notion of ongoing commotion of friendship on Facebook and IG devotion. It's intangible reality. No, it can't be real. Well, I can't see satellite frequencies, but I see some results on my TVs. So, no, I guess I can't see that Mother Earth is crying. But if I look, I notice all the fish are dying. Trials and tribulations of desires and hesitations, these causes and effects of good and bad vibrations. This world is so complex, and I keep sticking out my neck, waiting for the breath of God to send shivers, and I expect that every time I self-correct, self-condemn, then resurrect, that I am just basking in the blunder of this lightning and this thunder. I am getting rained on and I am dancing under the celestial skies of God's holiest cries, because the truest of lies is I. Thank you so much, everybody.